Oh, okay, that's gonna turn out pretty, but, はい、じゃあ、皆さん、こんばんは。リーシャです。Good evening, everyone. This MTuber, Risha. M as in, yeah, certain games that I hail from the MMO. So I couldn't start up on time. Still having a bit of issue, shall we say, with OBS and, what was it, the Streamlab for bits and pieces issues, and even the Twitch app studio is having an issue with the browser. The size adjustment for the browser. Bang my head over. If anyone has a comment or message afterwards, shoot me one. I could use one. Anyhow, it's kind of getting that kind of season right now. So there's a little warning that comes from Sharp. So it's a bit of a piece of wisdom from them. Okay, and here they say, yes, every year we give this warning ahead of time. And for those of you who have AC unit, if you do not start testing out your unit right now, once the summer kicks in, you cannot have it repaired. You cannot buy a new one because it's out of stock. And even if you can buy one, there's still a huge waiting lineup at the setup. So, and while we at it, I ran the test of my the AC unit at home for 18 degrees for 10 minutes. Now, and they also did actually get the link of where to go for the for troubleshooting purposes, and all the other manufacturers. And if you got time to clean up the filter, yes, it'll save you a whole lot of powers. And again, from the here, Sharp, yeah, from the ancient time, once summer kicks in, the manufacturers' phone line gets flooded with inquiries about AC unit, and usually the wait line is going to be stupendous. So in order to avoid that, you really should try running a test right now. And for most manufacturers, it's all the same. Let's see what it says here. If it cools down, no problem. It doesn't. So all you do is just set it to 18 degrees Celsius and run it for 10 minutes. I don't know how much it's going to be in Fahrenheit. You run it at 18 in Fahrenheit, you're running a freezer, so keep that in mind. Anyways, if it cools down, fine. If it doesn't turn on, have you checked your remote battery? Are you sure it's plugged in? Are you sure the circuit breaker is on? The remote is on, but air doesn't come out. Are you sure the filter in the unit is cold clear? And if you're using to dehumidify, switch over to cooling. Are you sure the air room temperature is close to that of the AC unit setting? And the last but not least, the AC unit is not working as effective. Check your duct unit. Yeah, and the Fujitsu also offered the Fujitsu, Sanyo, Panasonic. They all offer the how to run the test unit. Although I doubt North American people have any AC units in Japan. But yeah, there's a bunch of people who are mentioning about the. Okay, 2 years ago, they saw this guy saw the tweet from Sharp, and he tried test running. The it didn't cool down; just the air came out. So when he had it checked out, and basically all his cooling gas was gone. So he had to have that replaced. And this guy, yeah, he, well, in her case, in this guy's case, was more about the fact that it was so humid a couple days ago that he tried on AC unit, and it didn't turn on because the battery for remote control was has ran out. Good news is they had a stock of the battery at home, but it was raining. It basically was pouring rain that day, so otherwise they could be food. And this guy, he tried test running. The remote wouldn't work, so he checked out to see if the battery was have run out. Not even worse, it was leaking. Why does battery from IKEA sound so unassuring? And this guy, yeah, he did. He basically forgot and had tossed out a whole thingy. Basically, he found out in summertime, from the looks of it. And warning from here. Oh yeah. Like this year, the season has come. Make sure you have it checked out early from all the units. If you have enough money, replace it. Once it breaks down in summer, you're going to die. You might receive an reply like a month later at the earliest, quote unquote. And in fact, this guy actually ran into a case where his buddy ended up getting that answer, so he had to go help him out. It's not his full-time job, but he can't. He is qualified, so he did that too. And of course, there's another case where, yeah, if the repair requires a replacement part, yeah, you need the replacement part ordered in early. So yeah, like I say, once the rush hour kicks in, you mess. And yeah, there's this bunch of people who have seen who knows that they have checked it out, but keeps on forgetting. And they actually did test on it because the Sharp. Thank you, Sharp. And yeah, also keep in mind, at least for this year and next year, it's gonna be even more mess because of the lack of semiconductor units, chips. So if you need to face it, have fun. That's one reason I gave up on both the virtual reality unit last year. I still don't know how to put it to work. Now, just to see, I'm old-fashioned, so I only know the AC units that actually does just cold or hot or between the For modern AC unit, currently actually has thermal unit, and it can actually pinpoint specific spot and blow into that air condition that specific spot. Now the problem with that is You're about to have a dinner, hot dinner, and AC unit kicks in just on the spot where dinner is. That's what pisses him off. Oh, gee, how smart. So, one of those multifunction, smart function is not exactly that smart, is it? Good news. Skynet is still too far. Skynet going bonkers is still too far away. And meanwhile, yeah, this guy who's commenting. Maybe in wintertime, it might actually start doing. Oh yeah, I will have that spot for you, where the ice cream is. My place, it actually blows cold into a gas over the gas stove into the kitchen. So just have it in a fixed, have the wind in a fixed direction and make it into circulation. Here's a nice way of actually using it. This guy is actually using that function to cool down stuff that needs to be one of those things that needs to be cooled down before having it or going into another stage. Now, one of the other weirder ones is this guy. This is something that you won't get after a couple years, but 20 yeah, at least up to 2022 everyone would get it. Yeah, this guy was just came back from with a takeout lunch. When he went back to his office, thermostat went off. The body temperature is 48 degrees. Cannot please leave the office. Yay. And I remember hearing about this person who was trying to catch a theater before the lockdown, and she had long hair, and it was a damn hot day. The thermometer caught all the heat coming from her hair over close to 40 degrees. She got kicked out. Yep. That'll be something that it's one of those things that you won't get in a couple of years, so I was just getting it out. And okay, that's pretty bad in Japan, summer-wise. Where I live in BC, Canada, it ain't that bad, but there was actually a case of what's called the heat dome, where they stood over a certain degree. Not this bad, I suppose. Okay, no, this one's at 2020 actually. What's been happening? Mosquito and cicada are dying out because it's too hot. And if you don't run the AC unit, any stationery or furniture, glue comes melting off. The outside unit of the AC unit actually halts because it's too hot outside. Here's a scary one. It's hotter in Japan than Middle East. And this one is not a censorship or anything like Russia, where they try to Russia and Soviet Union, where KGB tries to lead all your mails, but then the mails comes out open because glue melted away. And yeah, so there are a whole whack of cases of medical distress where these people sat on the saddle of the bicycle, which got cooked up, and now they actually have a burn, a burn in front. And okay, some of you in South Side, okay, even in North America, south of us, I suppose, Oregon, Washington State, not quite. They have about same temperature as us, Oregon and California. The alcohol disinfectant, if you leave them in the, if you leave it in the car, inside of the car temperature inside of the car actually goes over the emission of the alcohol disinfectant. Let's see what else. Yeah, a crow actually got killed by came down with a heat stroke. A sandal actually melted and burned. Someone actually burned the foot. Let's see. All the circles in the car parts actually melted away. The fire alarm went off on its own. The faucet, the running water in the park actually turned hot. Yep. Basically, the metal part on the of the rail for the door expanded, and it just came off the floor like that. That part of it. And yeah, one of those crane game prize actually came unglued. Like you said, the screw melted, amongst other things. Okay, the hydraulic elevator. Basically, it runs with outside air. The cooling system takes outside air in. The problem is the outside temperature went over 35 degrees, so the safety unit actually shut down because the hydraulic unit actually went over 60 degrees. And here's a scary one. This one was left inside. This side was left outside. Yeah, it got cooked. And the gas canister actually blew up quite a bit. So many of them actually blew up because it went over 40 degrees. Okay, aroma candle melted away. This one, the button for the headlight for a bicycle melted. And okay, this guy. Yeah, he left the sandal in a balcony, and that actually melted because of heat, and he put it on without realizing. And he had burns all over back of his soul. When he took it off, when he looked to the backside of his soul, it was all dead. So he was breathing, but then it was actually a melted clock stuck on his feet. And this guy, well, he had prescriptions that actually these keep it in the keep store it in the fridge. It melted before he could get home. And here's the scary one. Actually, this is not a break-in, but rather because it's got because of heat. What I mean is that because of heat, the air pressure inside of the car actually blew out the window. It's not a break B&B. So anybody who's parks outside, well, there's your warning. And while we're at the COVID-19 stuff, here's this interesting. Here's one of those weird ones. Okay, where I work, we did it. Signed up on our own, but we booked on our own. But there are places that actually does it. That actually books on the but the company actually booked a vaccine for the workers. So they heard the problem is this place. They heard that some other company actually had everyone took the vaccine on the same day, and everyone went down with side effect on the same day. So they had a bright idea. Okay, let's stagger the vaccine day. The problem is they actually did it back to back. So basically the second day too, the people there were half people who were away because of they're getting the vaccine shot, and there's a bunch of the other half. There were a bunch of people who were down with the side effect. See. Yep, there you go. Meanwhile, a perfect one, McHappy set from 2021 August. So, right in the smack of the pandemic, before the vaccine came around. Perfect. Perfect toy of the current times, they say. Yeah, because the background, yes, August of last year. So yeah, that's when the vaccine was just starting to come around. So the most of the companies were most of the places were trying to defend themselves with taking them. Yep. Okay. Meanwhile, speaking of McHappy said, yeah, this one, this person, it's just got a McHappy set with a pre setup. Gave that to her boy, and just then, her hubby showed up, but late. He was arrested on the spot. Yep, public indecency in living room. Now here's one of those dog who's I don't know if he's smart or not, but he's sitting down, he's standing up, and he's laying down. So any of those three commands, yeah, he'll comply on a single shot. Yep, most people's comment. Yep, that's a multitasking too. Yeah, and okay, here's that. I don't know if it's good news or bad news. The cat, his cat escaped by prying through the screen window in the middle of the night. In the middle of the rain. Tried to look for it overnight and couldn't find him, so he made a poster looking for the cat. And just as soon as he finished printing it out, yeah, the cat comes home. Oh no, she comes back home. Pardon me. It's a girl, 9 years old girl. Now the problem is, this kitty is named Shishamo Herring. And here's the problem. Herring is migratory fish. So here, yeah, so here it says missing cat. So he had devised it. Cat found after 18 hours. Okay, and again from last year, 21 July. So while the remote work is in full swing, there's one idiot place that tried to push for here's a perfect PC for teleworking for $50. It's PC98 LT, and if that doesn't quite ring the bell, here's the catch. It's a DOS machine, not Windows. So the best you can do is actually run the telnet, if you know how to run that. Okay, let's see. Okay, she had grandpa babysit her girl, and the girl fell asleep. And grandpa couldn't figure out how to do the undo the harness without waking up the girl, the granddaughter. So he decided to join her. Let's see. Apparently, yeah, that's why my mother actually used closet as a way to put my brother down, or maybe I don't know. I guess he can come up and. Okay, one of those weird stuff. Okay, the pebbles in shrine do not take them back. They say, for simple reason, it's illegal, and B, the most of the pathways in the workplace in the shrine, they use pebbles, but then it's pebble paste, but they use tons of herbicide. So you got all that in the stones. So don't touch that. Ryoma Sakamoto, one of the founders, one of the guy who brokered modern Japan government, is from Kochi, and this spot is where he actually ran off from the clan that he served under in order to start his own agency before moving on to become a revolutionary. Now, and if you pay FGO, yeah, if you must any major just the end of the Edo clan times, yeah, it's Ryoma Sakamoto. Look it up. Now the problem is, it looks like a statue, right? No, they were too cheap to build one, as it turns out. Cardboard cutout. In the meantime, the Demon Slayer movie became one of the big hits in Japan in 2021. Okay, and Of course, it was a hit with fangirls, of course, and then there are some grown-up fangirls who became moms, and their kids become accustomed to their mom being a fangirl too. So here's what this mom's son had to say. You know, my friend said my mommy went to the Demon Slayer movie 5 times. But yeah, I didn't. But yeah, he was bragging that my mom his mom went to the movie 5 times. But I kept my mouth shut that you went 10 times. Oh, how nice of you, my son. I actually went 15 times. The worst I've done with that is about 3 times on Ghost in the Shell 2, just because I wanted to hear certain music from in a big screen with big honking speaker. And yeah, one of the Godzilla movies. Hey, this one was a vending machine. I don't know what exactly it is, but yeah, it was a hot day, so maybe grab a drink out of it. Nope. It's a freezer. It's a vending machine for horse meat. And my first thought was maybe it was in Kumamoto. Nope, it's in Chiba currently. It's specifically for horse meat vending machine. There are 4 of them in Chiba. Okay, I ain't saying anything beyond that. Anyways, last but not least, one of those weird things that okay, I love Nijisanji over Hololive for some of these nutty antics they do. You can look it up on my translation channel if you like. But here's one of those weird one. Edu-san, she's describing that it's pretty tough doing an ego search of her own tweet of her stuff for simple reason. What was it? Okay, here we go. You don't have to look up the cheat sheet because she either have to Google search her name as Edu or the full name, which is Snow White Paradise El Santo Furo Wasrena Pure Princess Evil Double ハールデンどこどこやったぜバッテリアパッションアルブのエルジャコボシエルリアリアフロージアメイドインフルブルーヘル Yeah, it's a tough one apparently. All I'll say is at least I'm glad I picked my name. No, I'm using my Mabinogi character name as a VTuber name. Anyways, that wraps. That's all I've got for today. So thanks for coming around, and hopefully I can catch. Hopefully I can come up with more useless stuff on the next couple days. Thank you for coming around. Have a good night. はい。じゃあ、ご視聴ありがとうございました。